Hello all. How many people here went to South by Southwest? Raise your hands. Okay, few, great, okay. So for those that went to South by, you can ignore this because I'm sure you might have seen this, maybe not, but what the heck, you might as well watch anyway. I went to South by, and of course it is literally like drinking from the fire hose of all things interactive and internet. And one of the things that I was able to see and that I wanted to share with you is something pretty darn cool. It was a presentation about influence, and it was talking about the influence that is hardwired in our brains, that we don't really think about, we don't really know, we don't really appreciate, but it's there and it actually changes our behavior without us even realizing it. Okay, so I have a line. I've taped a line right here. You guys watching at home won't be able to see this line, but there's an arrow and it goes right up here to a Q, right? And so this is where a line should form. I don't have it, but there could actually be a sign that says line starts here. Raise your hands if you would right now, without having any idea what this line is for, get into that line. Nobody, not a single person would get into that line. Okay, well, what if I was to stand here? Now would you get into the line? Raise your hand if you would get into the line. Oh, well, okay. A couple of you that know me might get into the line. Maybe one person might get in the line, but the vast majority of you would not get into the line, right? Well, in the next 5 minutes, I'm going to prove that you are wrong. You are inclined, your brain is hardwired to actually make you get into the line. So how am I going to prove this? First, there's something that is called informational. It's kind of a long word. I think psychologists get paid by the amount of characters they put in words. It's called informational social influence. Some of you may have heard of this, called social proof. Typically, when we think about social proof, we think about things like, well, testimonials. And so I want to play for you a video. I'm going to start the video a little bit in the middle. When we were at South by, the video actually started at the very beginning, and it showed a line exactly like the line I have here with a rope, and it had a sign that said, line starts here. So the interesting thing about a sign in Vegas, by the way, I forgot to mention this was in Vegas, it says line starts here, is just like here, nobody got into the line, okay? So they started this show, it's called, if you've never seen it before, Brain Games. How many people here know what I'm talking about, Brain Games? Yeah, a few of you watch that. It's like the #1 show at my house. We love it because it explains why humans do the very crazy things we do. And a lot of the things that we do that are crazy are hardwired in here. And this is one of them. So I'm going to play this video. We're starting where they already tested. They've set up this line. It's in Vegas. Nobody was standing in the line, and everybody ignored it, just like all of you are ignoring it right now. But they took an actor, and they had the actor stand in line. So raise your hands if you think, because there's one actor standing in line, now people are going to start standing in line. Raise your hands if you think. Few of you? Yeah, possibly, yeah, okay. Well, let's find out if you're right or wrong.
Would the sight of just one person be enough to get you to join? What do you think other people will do? Will anyone actually get in line?
What's going on?
I was told to come in line, so I'm not sure, yeah.
Oh, okay, cool.
Oh no, she didn't take the bait. As the minutes tick by, people are curious, but cautious. It looks like no one is going to join the line.
What's up, man?
How about these two?
I don't know what it's for. I think it could be something good, but
The line starts.
yeah, I just saw a sign. Yeah, come on, you'll be second, third people. Get in line.
Will they join the line even though they have no idea what they'd be waiting for? They're in. We've got them. And now that these two joined the line, the floodgates are open. People just can't resist joining in.
What is it?
Looks like it could be something fun.
Is it free?
Yes, it's free.
And the longer the line got, the more others wanted to join. Remember, these people have no idea what they're waiting for.
What's this line for? I think it's an event or something.
All it took was one person, and now we've got a crowd of random strangers.
This phenomenon is known as informational social influence, and it occurs when you rely on others to determine your course of action. You're much more likely to use social influence when the situation is ambiguous, such as in a crisis, or when you're uncertain about what to do.
And as you can see, even without a clear reason for waiting,
There's no description, no nothing.
our line grew and grew and grew. It's time to get this show on the road.
Huh?
Where to exactly?
Are we moving?
Now that the line is moving, we wanted to see if people would follow along even though they had no idea where they were going. We're going to test the science of follow the leader with 3 unexpected obstacles. First, a dizzying maze.
Where are we going?
And even though the path makes no sense, no one is getting out of the line. Do you think these people will realize they're going nowhere fast? Looks like they're in it for good.
Crazy, right? Crazy. Getting into a line when you know absolutely nothing about it is the power of the hardwired social influence, right? That is in all of us. And guess what? It's in all of our constituents as well. So we can take this information and we can use it to help people make decisions. Everybody here could probably figure out 3 ways to use this power to help people to make decisions by showing people what other people do in their situation. So my challenge to you, before you go charging off for the free beer, is to think about 3 ways that you might take this power and use it to help the people that you're trying to help. And with that, thank you again for attending.